Yes.
We talked about how to say when you've got a stomach ache, you can say, I've got a stomach ache. We talked about when you have a cough, you can say, I've got a cough. You can say, my arm hurts, right? You can say, I feel sick. So you could talk about how you feel and what to say when you go to the doctor, right? And you can use different ways of talking about health problems. So you can say, I've got a headache, I've got a toothache, I've got a temperature, I've got a sore throat, right? You can also say, I feel ill, I feel better, I feel terrible, I feel great, right? And you can also talk about your body parts. You can say, my ear hurts, my eyes hurt, my arm hurts, my foot hurts. So you can use this to talk about your health problems. And the doctor, of course, will give you advice. So the doctor will tell you, go to bed. Maybe he'll say, stay at home, take some painkillers, go to the dentist, take some antibiotics, take some cough medicine, take the day off. So maybe your friend will give you advice, or the doctor will also give you advice. So we talked about this in our last lesson, and I think we did the conversation, right? So we finished number 1 and 2, but let's do them together, number 1 and 2, and then we can move to the next. We can move to the next exercise here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Hi, Simiha. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. What about you, doctor?
I'm okay. I'm doing fine. Okay, so we were just having a quick revision. So here, let's do these 2 conversations. So you can practice, you can do the first one with Rashid, okay? So you can be, Rashid, you can be A, and Samiha, you can be B.
Hi, Diana, how are you?
I'm not very well.
Oh, what's wrong?
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. Hi, Salma, how are you today?
Fine, and you?
I'm okay, thanks. I'm okay. Okay, you can continue. What's wrong?
I've got a bad stomachache.
That's a shame. Why don't you go home?
I can't. I've got a meeting this afternoon.
Oh dear. I hope you get better soon.
Thanks. See you later.
Okay. All right. That's good. Let's check the second conversation. Okay, Selma, you can do the second conversation. You can do it with Rashid, okay? So you can start, Selma. You are A and Rashid will be B. So let's start, Selma. Are you there? Can you hear us, Selma?
Okay.
Right. So here, number 2A. Hello, Jerry.
Okay. Hello, Jerry. Are you okay?
No, I feel terrible.
Okay, continue, Selma.
Oh, dear. What's the matter?
I've got a
Headache.
And
sore throat. And the sore throat.
Sore throat.
Sore throat. You know what a throat is, Rashid?
Yes.
This is your throat. Sore throat, التهاب حلق, right? And I've got a sore throat. All right, Selma.
You should take the day off and go to bed.
Yes, good idea.
And drink lots of water.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's good. So here in number 5, we have different ways of talking about health. Okay. So you can ask about someone's health. You can express sympathy. So what does it mean here, express sympathy? Does anybody know? Express sympathy? What do you think it means when you say express sympathy? And the last part is giving advice. Who can guess? What does it mean, express sympathy?
Reaction or
It's a reaction, correct? But what kind of reaction when you express sympathy? When you say, oh dear, that's a shame. What's the...
تعاطف يعني.
Yeah, بالضبط. تعاطف هي اللي معنى sympathy. Sympathy اللي هو نوع من التعاطف. So when you express sympathy, أنك أنت متعاطف مع اللي يشكي لك, right? So this is the meaning, express sympathy. All right. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to fill in the gaps. Where's 4A? Okay, so we want to fill in the gaps with sentences in bold from 4A. So here are the sentences. So we have 3 sentences. Why don't you go home? I hope you get better soon. And what's the matter? Do you see these 3 sentences in bold? Can you see them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, so we want to put them in the box, depending on what it means. So, so here, let's start with the first one. Abdullah, what about what's the matter here? Where do you think it goes? Do we use it to ask about someone's health? Do we use it to express sympathy? Or do we use it to give advice? What do you think?
Asking about someone health.
Yes, I think you're right. What's the matter? Correct. We use it to ask about someone's health. So if someone says, what's the matter? It means they want to know, are you okay? Is everything all right? How do you feel? Okay, this is the meaning. What's the matter? Okay, now let's check the other 2. Okay, Rashid, what do you think? Why don't you go home? How do we use why don't you go home? What do you think? Is it expressing sympathy or is it giving
advice?
Correct, yes. Why don't you go home? This is advice, right? Why don't you go? Don't you go home? Why don't you go home? Okay, and Selma, the last one here, we have, I hope you get better soon. I hope you get better soon. What do you think this is? Is it
Expressing sympathy.
It's expressing sympathy. And what does sympathy mean, Selma? What does it mean, sympathy?
تعاطف.
Yes, تعاطف, صح. I hope you get better soon. So let's write it. I hope you get better soon. All right, so this is how we can talk about health. You can ask about someone's health. Here, Abdullah, can you read the different questions we use to ask about people's health? Can you read the 4 questions here, please, Abdullah? How to ask about
Where?
here, asking about someone's health. Can you read these 4 questions?
How are you? How are you? Are you okay? What's wrong? What's the matter?
Yes. So these are 4 different ways of asking about someone's health. And what about expressing sympathy? What can we say to express sympathy? Samiha, what do you think? what are the different ways we use to express sympathy?
What the term?
عاود ما سمعتك.
Here the question is, what are the different ways we use to express sympathy?
You want me to read it?
Yes, please. Can you read them?
Yes. Oh dear, that's a shame. I hope you get better soon.
Yes. All right. Okay. And the last group here, Rashid, can you read the last group, please? How to give advice if someone is having a health problem.
You should take the day off. Drinks a lot of water.
And you forgot one of them. What about the first one? You didn't read the first one.
Why don't you go home?
Yeah, this is also good advice. Yeah. All right, so these are different ways to talk about health. Let's check. Okay, we can skip this. It's about being sympathetic. It's about intonation. Let's skip this. Okay, work in pairs. Choose conversation one, choose an illness. Okay, let's do this together. So here in number 9, I want one of you to ask and the other one to talk about his or her problems. So for example, one of you, let's say Abdullah and Rashid, okay? So Rashid here, you can say, hi, how are you? And then Abdullah can answer you. Okay, so let's do this. So Rashid, you can start first.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, Abdullah, you can answer. So here he's asking about your health, and you need to tell him how you feel, and after that, talk about your problem. Are you there, Abdullah? Can you hear us?
I am not very well.
Okay.
Oh dear, what's wrong?
I have got. I feel my heart. I feel sad.
Okay, here, Abdullah, you can choose only one of them and talk about a problem. يعني أنت بتختار واحدة منهم بس تحكي عن مشكلة. مثلا I've got اختار ب I've got ترى.
I've got. I feel sad.
اوكي بتقدرش تخلطهم واحدة منهم بس يا I've got يا اما I feel.
I feel sad.
sad لكن sad مش مرض ولا؟ احنا مع feel شنو تقدر تختار؟ انا نرجع لك للقائمة. Can you see the box? Can you see this one? So you can say I feel ill. You can say I feel sick. You can say I feel terrible. You can say I feel better. لكن better ما نقدرش نستعملوها هنا. عندك 3 خيارات. I feel ill. I feel sick. I feel terrible. Okay.
I feel ill.
You feel ill. Okay. And what's your advice, Rashid?
Why don't you visit a doctor?
Okay, this is good. Why don't you visit a doctor? دي نصيحة كويسة. Good, very nice. Okay, let's try it with Samiha and Senma. So here, one of you will ask about the problem, and the other one will talk about it. Okay. So Samiha, you can ask Senma about one of her problems, and she will tell you about her problem. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
Hi, Salma. How are you?
Selma.
Hi, Salma. How are you?
So what do you say? Of course, here you have to imagine that you are sick.
Okay. read the conversation.
Yes. Samiha, she started by saying, "Hi, how are you?" And you will say,
I am not very well.
Mhm.
Oh dear, what's wrong?
Headache.
Yes, Selma. So here you can talk about any health problem, and you can use different ways. You can say, "I've got a problem." You can say, "I feel," or you can say, "My kada hurts."
Okay. I've got a headache.
What's your advice, Samiha? She's got a headache.
Why don't you go bed?
Good advice. Why don't you go to bed? Right?
Yes.
Or you can say you should take some painkillers. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. So, this is how we can make conversation about health problems and talk about them. All right, now let's check our next topic here. Let's talk a little bit about seasons and the weather and, some other questions. So let's start with question number 1. Let's put the seasons in order. So the first season is spring. What's the second season? What's after spring, Rashid?
Maybe summer.
Yes, after summer.
Yes.
And what do we have after summer? What's the next one? You can see the box here, Rashid. So the first one is spring. The second one is summer. What about the third one?
Autumn.
Autumn, right? So here the n is silent, so we say autumn. And the last one?
Winter.
Yeah,
Winter.
of course, winter. All right, now here they want us to look at photos number 1 and 2. Let's look at number 1 and 2. So this is photo 1, and this is photo number 2. So which seasons are they? What do you think? In photo 1, what's the season here in photo number 1?
Winter.
Winter.
Okay, why do you think it's winter?
Because the tree, there is snow on the tree, I think.
Maybe you're right. Maybe
Because
there's
she wearing winter clothes.
Yeah, she's wearing warm clothes. She's wearing a warm jumper for winter, maybe, right?
Yes.
All right. And what about the second photo? Where is this? Which season is this?
I think it's
Summer.
no spring.
Spring, you think?
I think that.
Why not summer?
Maybe summer, maybe spring.
Maybe summer, maybe spring. I think that's right. I think that's correct. Maybe summer, maybe spring. Okay, now another question. It says, read the first paragraph of the article. Why does the woman in photo 1 have a light on her desk? So let's read the first paragraph only, okay? Let me put it in the box. So I'd like you here to read this paragraph, just this paragraph, and then I want you to tell me why does the woman have a light on her desk, okay? So take a few minutes, read this paragraph, and we'll find out together, okay? Okay, if you finished, just say I finished.
Okay, I finished.
Okay. So this is interesting, right? Why?
Yes, very
Yes. I think this is part of psychiatry also. They study this, affective disorders. Anyways, so why does the woman have a light on her desk? What's the reason?
I finished.
Okay, good. Who would like to answer this? Why does the woman have a light on her desk? What's the reason?
feeling more happy because she was depressed and lazy in winter when there is no any light, and this make her very happy.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. So the idea of this light box or this light, it helps, or at least in the story, the American engineer, Mr. Herb Kern, after he started using the light box, he felt happier and he had more energy, right? But before the light, he was feeling, how was he feeling in the winter? Before the light, how did he feel?
He become depressed and lazy.
Yes, he became depressed and lazy. But what happened after he started using the light? Did this change?
Yes, feeling better.
Yeah, he felt better, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, correct. Yeah. All right. Now I want you to read the whole article, all of it, and then after that we'll do some questions together. Okay. So let me show you. Let me show you the rest of the article. So here. Okay. So read the rest of the article, and then we'll do the questions together.
I finished.
Okay.
I finished it.
Have you finished, Salma?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the questions here. But first of all, what is sad? What is it? Is it sad, like saying sad, happy, or is it another thing? Sad.
No, it's seasonal. Activate.
Okay.
Disorder.
Yeah, seasonal affective disorder. So actually, it's an illness, right? So it's a name of an illness. But what does illness mean? Do you know what illness means, Rashid?
Winter and autumn.
Correct. So people have sad in the winter and autumn. You're right. But the word illness يعني يقصد بها مرض يعني اسم مرض هو. Do you get the idea?
Okay.
So this is just the name of the illness. كلمة illness بروحها اللي هي معناها illness. It means a name. It means مرض. Okay.
Alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
Hi Hannah, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so let's answer the questions here. So number one, how did Herb Kern feel in summer and in winter? How did he feel? Let's start with the summer. How did Herb feel in the summer? Let's go back up here. How did he feel in the summer?
Was very happy and had a lot of energy.
Correct. Yes. So in the summer, Herb was very happy and had a lot of energy. What about in the winter? How did Herb feel in the winter?
He became
Depressed?
depressed and lazy.
Right, that's correct. He became depressed and lazy. All right, what about number two? What did the scientists make for him? Let me write the answers. I am going
Light
to.
box.
Yes. Okay, so in the summer, he was happy and had lots of energy. In the winter, he became depressed and lazy. So what did the scientists make for him? They made a light box for him. Okay. In which countries is sad quite common? Which countries is it common?
USA and UK and
USA.
Sweden.
Yeah, that's
Sweden.
correct. So the USA, UK, and Sweden. Many people have sad, right? Now the question here, why do people get sad? Why? Question number 4. Why do people get sad?
Because the day is short and
Yeah,
have no light on the day.
correct. Because the days are shorter and there is less daylight, right? So that's the reason why people get sad, because there's less daylight and the days are shorter. Okay. What about question number 5? Do men get sad more often than women?
No, it's more
No.
from the women.
So women get sad more often than men, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And what about question number 6? How do you know if people have sad? How can you know?
They eat a lot of sweet and they sleep a lot
And?
feel tired.
Yes, correct. So people who have sad, they sleep all the time, they eat a lot of sweet food, and they feel tired all the time, right? So sleep a lot, feel tired all the time, and eat a lot of sweet food. That's correct. Now here number 6, sorry, number 7. How long should you use a light box a day? For how long?
1 hour.
Does it say 1 hour? I think less.
I forget.
You can see it in the article. It's in the last part.
For half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour is enough. Half an hour a day. You can use the light box, and usually you will feel better, right? Or you can go to a sunny country like Libya, right? We have lots of sun. If you stay a little bit under the sun, it will burn you. And instead of sad, you will be mad.
I think it's Libya, it's the opposite.
Libya is the opposite. Well, yeah, Libya, it's the opposite. Libya, there's so much sun that you go mad if you stay too much under the sun, right? So you become crazy. All right. Now here we have some other questions in the next part. So it says here, let's ask Abdullah. Do you feel depressed in the winter, Abdullah? Do you feel depressed in the winter?
No.
What does depressed mean, Abdullah?
اكتئاب.
Yes. So, okay, you don't feel depressed in the winter. That's good.
Depressed mean اكتئاب.
صح. But why don't you feel depressed in the winter? Why not? What do you think?
Because I playing the computer games.
Because you play computer games, that's why. No depression. Okay. And Hana,
Yes.
what about you? What activities do you usually do in the winter?
I feel depressed in winter.
You feel depressed in the winter?
Yes, I don't like
Why?
winter because I don't like cold and don't like الظلام بالإنجليزي شنو؟
Darkness.
Darkness.
Yeah, I'll write it here, darkness.
I like summer.
Interesting. Okay. And what about the activities? What do you usually do in the winter, Hannah? What do you like to do in the winter?
Study in winter.
You like to study in the winter?
And stay at home.
And stay at home.
We usually stay at home.
Okay. All right. Okay. What about? Yeah. Continue. Go.
But in summer, traveling and I like summer. A lot of activities in summer.
So you have more activity. You do more activities in the summer.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What about you, Rashid? Which season is your favorite season? Which is your favorite season?
Summer.
You like the summer. So like Hannah, you like the summer. Why? Why do you like the summer, Rashid?
In the summer you can go to the beach. You can travel.
Yeah. I think, but it's the opposite for me. I think winter is much more interesting because when you travel in the winter, especially if you go to a cold country, it's fun. It's the weather's cold. There's wind. It's cloudy. It's a little dark and it's cold. It's mysterious. You don't like
winter
that?
Because you can sleep in the cold.
Yeah, and also sleeping is fun in the winter, right? So it's you go you
and the
put
electricity.
Yeah. All right. Who likes winter here? Who thinks winter is better than summer?
Me.
Okay, Samiha. Okay. Who else likes winter more?
Me, but not a lot.
Not a lot, a little bit. Okay. Hannah doesn't like winter. Rashid also doesn't like winter. All right. So I think this is different. Some people like summer. Some people like winter more. It depends what you prefer. So this is the idea of sad. It's like an illness. يعتبر نوع من مرض نفسي نوع من ممكن مش مرض نفسي ممكن نقدر نقوله نوع من الاكتئاب اللي يجي في الشتاء يعني لبعض الناس. This is the idea. Okay, now let's go to exercise number 4 here. Let's tick the words you know and then do the exercise. Okay, so we have an exercise on page 143. Okay, all of these words are about the weather, right? So let's check these words.
Yes.
Okay, Samiha, can you please read the words here in the box? Let's check these words.
Okay. Hot, warm, cold, wet, dry, raining,
Mhm.
snowing, windy, cloudy, sunny. 34 degree.
Yes, 34 degrees. Okay, I think all of these words are clear. I don't think we have to do the exercise. Does everybody know what the meaning of these words? Hannah, do you know all of these words?
Yes.
Yes. Are they clear? Abdullah, Selma, do you know all of these words? Rashid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good, good. So you know what they mean. They're all about weather. Okay, now we're going to put these words. It says, look at the table. How do we make adjectives from nouns? Okay, this is nice. And then fill in the gaps. Okay, so here we have a column for nouns, we have another column for adjectives, and we have the last column for verbs. And we want to change the word each time in a different way. So rain is the noun. So you can say there is a lot of rain. So if you say there's a lot of rain, then you're using a noun, right? If you say it's rainy today, here you're using an adjective, rainy. What's the verb?
Raining.
Raining is also, it's a gerund, ing. عادة ال ing كلهم يحسبوش فيهم verbs. بصفة عامة يعني verb plus ing دي ما يحسبوا فيه كأنه noun. يسموا فيهم gerunds.
verb rain.
Yes, rain. It's the same, right? It's the same. Rain. And if you use it in the past, it's a regular verb. So you can say it rained yesterday. Right? مجرد ان نزيدوها ed ويولي يصبح regular verb عادي. It rained a lot yesterday. It's going to rain tomorrow. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
So rain, you can use it as a noun and it's the same as a verb. And there are lots of words in English like this. Cook, cook. It can be a noun, it can be a verb. The person who cooks is called a cook, right? And to cook is the verb. So, all right, let's check the next word. So snow is the verb. The adjective is snowy. What's the noun?
Snow.
Snow. It's the same.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so wind is the noun. What's the adjective?
Windy.
Windy. Windy. Okay, of course, there's no verb for wind, no verb. All right, what's the noun of cloudy?
Cloud.
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 Cold.
Yeah, cloud is the noun. Cloudy is the adjective. What about sun? Sun is the noun. What's the adjective?
Sunny.
Sunny.
Sunny. Yeah. So in
Sunny.
Sunny is correct. So some countries are cloudy, like the UK, and some countries are sunny, like Libya, for example. It's a sunny country.
What's mean cloudly?
Cloudy. Do you know the clouds in the sky? The white clouds in the sky?
Yes.
Yeah, those are called clouds. When you have a lot of clouds, we say it's cloudy today. When it's cloudy, you can't see the sun, like in the winter. In Libya, in the winter, it's usually cloudy, right?
Yeah.
So you can't see the sun a lot because there are too many clouds. But in the summer, there are no clouds. Do you get the idea, Rashid?
Yes.
In Arabic, what does it mean, cloudy, in Arabic?
سحاب.
Yeah, سحاب, مسحبة. جو مسحب جو مغيم. This is the meaning of cloudy. There are clouds. This is the meaning. Okay, so this one is also clear. It's about the weather. Let's see if we have any other activities. All right, this is nice. So here, let's choose the correct words. So number one, it rained a lot last night. It rained a lot last night. So this is in the past simple. Rain, rained, this is correct. Number two. What's the correct word here? Number two.
It's sunny.
Uh-huh. Yes, it's a beautiful sunny day, right? It's a beautiful sunny day. What about number three?
Sun.
Mm,
Snow.
Yes, there's usually a lot of snow. We want the noun here, right? There's usually a lot of snow in January. There's usually a lot of snow in January. What about number four here?
Windy.
Correct.
It's very windy.
Yes, it was very windy last weekend. It was very windy last weekend. Number five?
It's cloudy today.
Correct.
Cloudy.
Yeah, it's cloudy today. It's
Cloudy.
cloudy today. What about number six?
It's raining.
Yes. Look, it's raining again.
It's raining.
This is present continuous, right?
Mm.
When you say it's raining again, you mean now. It's raining now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, in part B, it says here, make the sentences true for where you are living now, compare the sentences. Okay, so let's use these sentences to talk about the weather in Libya. So number one, it rained a lot last night. Is this true? Did it rain a lot last night?
No.
Not true.
Not true. So you can say it didn't
False.
rain. Yeah, so just change it to negative, right? It didn't change. It didn't rain a lot last night. Okay. Okay. Number two, it's a beautiful sunny day. Today, is it a beautiful sunny day today?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is actually.
True.
I don't know if it's
True.
beautiful. I don't think it's beautiful. I think it's a bit
Yes.
ugly, but it is. It was sunny.
Just sunny. Sunny.
So no need for beautiful. Let's just say sunny. So it's a sunny day. Okay, correct. What about number three? There's usually a lot of snow in January. Is this true?
No.
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 There's no.
Yeah, so you can say there's no snow in January in Libya. You know, in some
Not in
places,
Libya.
you can say in the Green Mountain, there's a little bit of snow maybe, or in some areas in Libya, you know, maybe once every 4 years or 5 years, maybe a little bit, but not usually, of course, right? So this is not true, number three. Number four, it was very windy last weekend.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Very windy.
Was it windy last weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure؟ من اللي كان عنده ويندي الجو الأسبوع اللي فات؟
All the time.
In-
Windy or
الأسبوع
every
اللي
day.
فات كان مطر.
What does it mean, windy?
Windy. That's mean with the rain, doctor.
No, no rain.
Not usually there's rain.
Just wind, like this, wind. What does it mean, wind?
رياح.
رياح.
عاصفة.
مش شرط عاصفة. عاصفة عادة نقولوا storm. storm معاها مطر. عاصفة فيها مطر. لكن مرات ريح وخلاص يعني مفيش غبرة أو ريح بروحها مرات. So windy, it's not always rainy. مرات windy عجاف يعني ريح وخلاص. So was it windy where you live last week, Samiha?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And what about you, Rashid? Was it windy where you live? كان عندكم ريح؟
Yes,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
not in the weekend.
Not in the weekend. Okay, okay. All right. What about number 5? It's cloudy today. Is this true
No.
today?
No.
No, it was
Not
sunny
true.
today. It's not true.
No.
Yeah, it's not true. And the last one, it's raining again. Is it raining now?
No.
No, it's not raining here.
It's sunny.
No.
It's sunny. Is it sunny now?
Yes.
At night, is it sunny, Hannah?
No. Morning.
Maybe she is in Canada.
Yes. Maybe you're in somewhere else. Yeah. Maybe it's maybe you stayed in the sun too long, Hannah. Did you stay in the sun too long? Because if you stay in the sun too long, you can start imagining things, right?
Yes.
Okay. But yes, you're right, Hannah. Correct. Today it was sunny and it was hot. Sunny and hot today. The weather was sunny and hot. Okay, so number 7 and number 6, it's about the weather. We can do our revision now. Let's check our review. Okay, let's do this nice exercise. Here we want to match. So on the left side, we have the verbs. On the right side, we have the phrases or the words. So we say do exercise. We say eat.
Fried food.
Fried food.
Fried food.
We say drink.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. We say get.
Stressed.
Stressed. And in the second group, we say lose.
Weight.
Weight. We say stop.
Smoking.
Smoking. We say get.
Pet.
Fit. And go.
To the gym.
Yeah. All right. So all of these are different ways to talk about health, right? So it says here in part B, choose 4 phrases that you do now or did in the past. So you can talk about these phrases or expressions and talk about yourself. So you can say, for example, if I want to talk about myself, yeah, I can say I do some exercise. I eat fried food. I don't go to the gym, and I haven't lost any weight. If I want to talk about myself. Now, Hannah, talk about yourself using some of these phrases. You don't have to use all of them, just 2 or 3 of them to talk about yourself.
نفس اللي في البوكس.
Yeah, and the
Same.
box. And وتقدر حتى تغيريهم على الباست. تبي تتكلمي عليهم كعادة كpresent simple, okay? تبي تتكلمي عليهم كpast, okay? Up to you.
Okay. I usually get. I usually do exercise. Exercise.
Okay.
I often eat. I often eat red food.
Fried foods.
Fried food. I sometimes go to the games.
The gym.
I lost weight.
Here you have to use the past. I lost weight.
I lost weight.
All right, that's good. That's very good. Okay, let's listen to Abdullah. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about your health using these phrases and these verbs, Abdullah? So here, talk about yourself. You can use do, you can use eat. Choose any verb you want to talk about yourself here, Abdullah. And you don't have to use all of them. You could just use some of them to talk about yourself. Okay, are you there? Can you hear us, Abdullah? Are you still online?
I am
here. Don't use verb to be, Abdullah. Just use the verb directly. You can use it as past simple or present simple. So you can say, for example, I do exercise every day, right? Or you can talk about, for example, losing weight or getting fit.
تسمع فيه.
Yeah, تنسمع فيك.
I eat fried food.
Okay.
I eat fried food.
Mm-hmm.
I do X-rays.
Exercise.
I go to the game.
You go to the gym.
Gym. I go to the.
Okay. Did you lose any weight?
I go to the gym.
Did you lose any weight recently?
Example.
Do you know what it means? Lose weight?
Yes, I lose weight.
You have to change it to the past. I lost weight. Right? How much weight did you lose?
Yes.
كم من الوزن نقصت? How much weight did you lose?
I lost weight.
Yeah. How much? How much weight did you lose? How many kilos?
8 kilogram.
8 kilos? You lost 8 kilos? Did you lose 8 kilos, Abdullah?
8 kilogram.
Yeah, you lost 8 in how long the period? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months,
Yes.
1 year? How long? 8 كيلو.
Yes كexample.
اوكي لكن مش حقاني انت ما نقصش وزنك ولا نقص وزنك.
1 month.
In 1 month you lost 8 kilos in 1 month.
Yes.
حقاني you lost 8 kilos in 1 month.
ولا نمشي له اصلا. لا اصلا ما نمشي له.
انت مش اوفر ويت يعني مش زايد وزنك.
ايه.
اوكي.
لا. ما نمشي له اصلا غير كاكزامبل بس.
اوكي.
كاكزامبل بس لا اصلا ما نمشي.
Alright, تمام. Okay. Okay, so you can talk about. Okay, let's hear
اصلا
Samih.
الجيم ما نمشي له.
Okay, gym. You don't go to the gym. Okay, let's listen to Samiha. Tell us a little bit about your health and your health habits, and tell us a little bit, Samiha.
Okay, I sometimes do exercise
Mm-hmm.
and always get stressed.
Okay.
I try to get fit.
Okay.
I sometimes go to the gym.
Good. That's good. Did you lose any weight?
No, I want to gain weight.
You want to gain weight?
Yes.
That's
How
very
much
easy. I can teach you how to gain weight. I can gain weight in 1 week. It's very easy. Okay, try eating. Do you like peanut butter?
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, you have to increase your peanut butter intake. And
Okay.
yeah, it will help a lot because it has lots of calories and it's tasty, and it's actually healthy in a way because it has lots of polyunsaturated acids, omega-3, these things.
Yes.
So it's good for your HDL and it decreases your LDL. It's quite good.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay. So here you can talk about your health. Exercise 1. Now exercise number 2. Okay, this is a good question. Now here in this question, we want to use how often to ask about questions here. You can use how often to ask about, how many times someone repeats something. So question 1, eat out. Now who can ask someone else to ask the person about how many times you repeat this thing? What's the right question to use? What do you think?
How many times do you eat out?
That's okay. But there's a better question.
Often.
Yes. Can you give me the full question, Salma?
Okay.
هو often صح حنستعمله often لكن كيف نبدو السؤال؟
How
Yes.
often
How
would you
often get
get up late?
Correct. لكل الأسئلة يعني نقدر نديره how often do you ونكمله right? How often do you eat out? How often do you get up late? How often? Okay, now we want to ask each other these questions. So Selma, you can ask maybe Hana, okay? So Selma, you can ask Hana these questions and Hana will tell us how often she does these things, okay? So you can ask her. Selma, you can ask Hana. Yes, you can start.
Okay. How often eat out?
Oh, you have to use the full question. How often do you eat out?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Once in week.
Once a week. Okay.
How often do you get up late?
I always get up late.
How often do you go to the theater?
I go to the theater 1 year.
Once a year.
When I travel to Egypt.
Okay, so you can say once a year. Once a year. Do you know what it means, once a year?
1 year.
What does it mean, once a year? One time, yeah, مرة في السنة. Once, لأن ما نقولوش one time, عادة يقولوا once. So the meaning of once and twice, مرة أو مرتين. So usually one time, people don't say one time, they say once, right? And they don't say 2 times, they say twice. Do you get the idea?
Okay.
Twice. So you can say I go to the theater once a year. صح تمام. Okay, next question, Selma.
How often do you check your email?
Check.
Yeah. How often do you check your email? It means you see your email.
check ما فهمتش معناها.
زي في العربي نفس معنى. check يعني تشوف أو تلقي نظرة أو.
I check my email every day.
Every day, that's good. I check my email every day.
Okay, how often do you watch sport on TV?
I don't like watch sport. I don't like sport.
Okay.
Okay, how often do you go to parties?
Parties one time. I go to parties one time.
Once a year.
In year.
Once a year. جملة
One
جاهزة
time a year.
من غير time. Once a year فقط. Once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah, once a year اللي هي معناها مرة في السنة. ما فيش داعي تقولي one time. الونس تغنيك على time. ما عادش في داعي يعني تقولي once a year. Once a week. Once a month. Right?
Once a year.
Yeah, once a year, once a month, once a week, once every 2 months, once every 2 weeks مثلا مرة في الأسبوعين وهكذا يعني. All right? Okay, very nice. Now Abdullah here, I'd like you to ask Rashid, so you can ask him here these questions about how often he does these things, and we can find out. All right, so you can start, Abdullah. You can ask him these questions. Okay, Abdullah. So you're going to ask how often, questions with how often. من اللي عنده دوشة؟
How often get out?
How often do you eat out?
Do you eat? Do you eat out?
Yes.
Once
How often
in a week.
Once a week. And try to give the full answer, Rashid. You can say, I eat out once a week.
Do you get? How often do you get up late?
How often do you get up late? How often do you get up late, Rashid?
3 times in the week.
Okay, 3 times.
How often
a week.
do you go to the
theater? How often do you go to the theater?
I don't go to the theater.
Okay, I don't go to the theater.
How often do you check your email?
I check my email once in the life.
How often do you watch sport on TV?
I watch sports once a month.
Okay.
How often do you go to parties?
I don't go to parties.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. So we can ask these questions. Okay. So here we want to write. Advice for people. Okay. So the first problem is Anna can't get up in the morning. So what's the best advice? The advice is Anna should go to bed earlier. She can't wake up in the morning because she sleeps too late, right? That's her problem. Now, what about the second person here? Gail is tired all the time. What's the best advice to give her? What do you think?
Jolie should
Gail
Gail should go to the doctor.
Yes, maybe. Gail should go to the doctor.
Gail should to take a glass of coffee.
Yes, Gail should take a cup of coffee. Should drink a cup of coffee. Okay.
Gail should take one day out of work.
Yes, Gail should take a day off. A day off
Gail-
work.
Gail stay in bed.
Gail should stay in bed. Okay, okay. Okay, now what about Rob? Rob can't remember people's names. What should he do?
Rob should to visit a doctor.
Rob should visit a doctor. What else? What other advice can we give?
Rob should wearing sunglasses.
Rob should
No, no,
wear sunglasses. Why?
No.
But why did you think of sunglasses?
فهمت غلط. أنا فهمت غلط.
Okay. All right. So what else can Rob do? حاجة تساعده في تذكر الأسماء.
Rob should write name a lot of friends or name
Yeah.
anything he do.
Okay. So yeah. So Rob should write the names of the people he meets, right? So if he meets someone, just write his name on a paper. So this way he can remember the name. When he checks the paper, he can remember the name, right? So he should, this is good advice. He should write the names of the people he meets, for example.
Rob should friends, your friends help him when he don't remember anything.
Okay, so you can say Rob should tell his friends to help him, or should ask his friends to help him, right? So if he forgets a name, he can ask his friend and his friend can help him, for example. All right, okay. Now in number 4 here, it says, do these words describe appearance or character? What do you think? Let's check. If you think it's appearance, we are going to write A. If it's character, we're going to write C. All right, so let's start with here, with overweight. What do you think, Selma? Is it character or appearance?
What's the meaning of appearance?
Appearance, it means how you look, the way you look.
Okay. Overweight is A.
Okay, A, appearance, okay. And Abdullah, what about good looking? Is it for appearance or is it for personality? What do you think? Good looking. How do we use it? Do we use it to describe how someone looks, or do we use it to describe someone's personality? How do we use good looking? What about Samiha? What about you? What do you think, Samiha? Good looking. Do we use it for appearance or personality?
Appearance.
Yes, correct. We use it for appearance. What about attractive, Abdullah? How do we use attractive? Do we use it for appearance or do we use it for personality? When we say someone is attractive, what do you think? How do we use it? Do you know what it means? Attractive, Abdullah? What does it mean, attractive? What do you think? Okay, what about you, Rashid? What do you think? Attractive. Is it for appearance or personality?
Appearance.
Yes, correct. Funny. What about funny? What do you think? Hannah, funny. Is it for appearance or personality? Or character, I mean. Or personality next to character. Yes, yes, yes.
Character.
Correct, correct. Selfish. What about selfish, Samiha?
Character.
Yes. Lazy. Rashid, what do you think?
Character.
Yeah. Reliable. Hannah, what do you think? Reliable.
Character.
Slim. Selma, slim. Do we use it for character or for personality? What do you think for slim? How do we use it?
Slim of appearance.
Appearance, correct?
A.
Yeah. What about outgoing, Samiha? Do we use it for...
Character.
Correct. Bald. What about bald, Rashid? Someone who's bald.
Personality.
Yes. Are you sure? Bald? Do you know what it means? Someone bald?
Yeah.
What does it mean,
Yes.
bald? What's the meaning of
He
someone?
don't have hair.
Yeah. So is this character or is it appearance?
Appearance.
Yes, it's appearance. Correct. Yes. All right. What about short, Hannah?
Fair.
Correct. It's for appearance. Yeah. All right. Very nice. Now here, let's check the next question. Question number 5. Let's make questions here. Okay. So let's start with number 1. We just want to organize the sentence in order to make questions. So the first one is, who is Joe? What about question number 2?
What does he look like?
Yes. What does he look like? Good. What about number 3?
What does
he like
doing?
Right, that's correct. And number 4?
What
What's
he
he
like?
like?
Like.
what he's like?
No.
What is he like?
Yes.
What like?
What's he like?
That's it. What's he like? So the S is with what? Right? So it's what is together. What's he like? What's he like? Okay, let's match these questions. So number 1, what's the right answer here? A, B, C, D. What is it? What's the right answer? When we say, who's
What is
Joe?
B.
C.
What do you think? B, C, or
C.
A,
C is my brother.
D?
C.
Yes.
He is my brother.
Correct. He's my brother. All right. What does he look like?
D.
Is
Okay, so he's tall and he's got fair hair. Okay. And his appearance, right? So we're asking about appearance. What about number 3?
A.
likes
Yeah.
traveling.
A.
Yeah, what does he like doing? Correct, yeah. What about number 4? What's he like?
B.
B.
Yeah. Yeah, we're asking about his personality, his character, right? What's he like? Is he friendly? Is he funny? Is he nice? Is he shy? We want to know his personality. Okay, so that's good. So we learned a little bit about Joe. Let's move on here. So it says here, cover the words and then health problems. Okay, let's think of a few health problems. What health problems did we talk about? We talked about a cold. We talked about, what else?
Headache.
Headache. We have headache. What else did we talk about?
Cough.
A cough. Can you think of a last problem? So we have a headache, we have a cough, we have...
stomach ache.
Yes, we also have a stomach ache. What about parts of the body? So we have leg, we have
foot,
foot or feet, yeah. Tooth or
Arm.
teeth, arm,
Head.
head, stomach, back, right? All of these are parts of the body. Correct, okay. What about the seasons? Let's think of the seasons.
Summer. Winter.
summer, winter, autumn,
Autumn, spring. What about number 4? What about adjectives to talk about the weather? So we have hot,
Cold.
cold, wet,
Wet.
Dry,
dry,
cloudy,
cloudy,
windy,
windy,
sunny,
Rainy.
sunny, rainy. Yes,
Rainy.
yes, correct, correct. All of these are adjectives to talk about the weather. That's correct. Okay, so here let's talk a little bit about this lesson. Let's talk a little bit about it. Here, of course, we're going to focus on the future. We're going to talk about be going to. So how to talk about the future using be going to. And how to use the positive, negative, and WH questions. Remember, we use be going to talk about future plans. So if you say, I'm going to travel next week, or I'm going to learn a new language next year, or I'm going to stay at home at the weekend, all of this is a plan. All of these are plans. So if you want to talk about a plan, we usually use be going to talk about your future plans. All right? So let's talk a little bit about this, but just give me a minute. I need to plug my inverter, to switch it off and use my other light, okay? But before I go, just I want you to check this. Can you see number 2 here? I want you to match the verbs. It says here, where is it? Then match the words in bold to the verbs in bold. Okay. So the idea here, you can say get fit, or we can say get a new job. Okay. Don't say it together, of course. Just choose one of them. So you can say get fit or get a new job. We can say work less or work
harder.
Harder. Correct. That's correct. Do you get the idea of the exercise?
Yes.
But don't say work less harder. No. Just choose one of them. Okay. So take a minute. I want you to check all of these, and I'm going to switch off my inverter and be right back. Okay. Just a second. So start with number 2 here, please. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's check these verbs. So the first one, get fit or get a new job, work less or work harder. What about lose weight?
Lose 3 kilos.
Kilos.
3 kilo. Lose 3 kilo.
Yes. Okay, let me write it. Lose 3 kilos. Correct. Stop smoking.
Eating sweet.
Stop
and
eating
this-
sweets.
Okay. So we can say stop smoking and stop eating sweets. All right. Well, let's put it. Stop smoking. Stop eating sweets. Do more exercise.
A computer course.
Yes. Do more exercise, or we can say do a computer course, right?
Right.
So both of these are correct. So you can say do more exercise, and you can say do a computer course. What about the next one?
Have fun.
Correct. We say have fun, have a holiday, and have fun. What about move? Move to another country or move?
House.
Move house. Correct. So these are different ways of using verbs. But here, let's go back to question number 1. Let's talk a little bit about celebrations. So how do people in your country celebrate New Year? How do people in Libya celebrate New Year? What do they do?
Nothing.
Nothing. Most of them do nothing. But do we have anybody who celebrates New Year's in Libya? What do you think? Hannah, do you celebrate New Year?
Yes.
Yes. How do you celebrate it? What do you do?
Make cake. Take my mom and my brother prize.
Okay. So you get presents, you mean, for each other?
Off the late in 20 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock? Wait for 12 o'clock?
And club when New Year coming.
When the New Year starts.
Started.
Okay, that's nice. And did you do this last year? Last New Year's? Hannah, is this what you did last New Year? Did you do this last New Year? اللي فات راس السنة اللي فاتت.
ما سمعتش.
Okay, my question was, what did you do in your last New Year? What did you do, Hannah, in your last New Year?
Again, please.
What did you do last New Year?
Yes, every day. He loved party in year.
Okay. Okay, there was a bit of a disconnection. I had a little disconnection. You said who loved New Year? What did you say about New Year? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, everyone? Rashid?
Yes.
Okay. What about number 3? Question number 3 here. Do people in your country make New Year's resolutions? Okay, there's a new word. Who knows this word, what this word means? I'll show you. So together, people say New Year's resolutions. Do you know what this means, New Year's resolutions? What does this mean?
احتفالات.
No. احتفالات اللي عادة يقولوا celebrations. Celebrations هذه احتفالات. This is another word. Who knows this word? Salman?
No.
No. Hana, do you know the word New Year's resolutions? Do you know what it means?
Tahani? No.
No. Okay, I'll tell you what it means. So New Year's resolutions, this means when people in New Year, they make a plan. And they say, this year, I want to read 5 books. I want to lose weight. I want to go to the gym. I want to travel. I want to finish university. And I want to get married. And people usually do this on New Year's, at the beginning of the year. Do you understand? Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So what is this in Arabic? When you
أمنيات أو أهداف.
بالضبط. yes. أهداف.
زي الخطة.
خطط. ما عندناش احنا ترجمة مخصصة للكلمة هذه، لكن كل اللي قلتوه صح. resolution يعني الأشياء اللي بتديرها السنة هذه. قد تكون أهداف، قد تكون أمنيات، قد تكون طموحات، أحلام، خطط، كلها يمشي الحال، كلها ترجمة صحيحة. أوكي؟ طبعا في الغرب الموضوع هذا شائع، عادة ديما في رأس السنة يديروا زي resolutions، يعني زي خطط الأشياء، كل واحد شنو يبي يحقق وشنو يبي يدير في السنة الجديدة، الأشياء اللي
يتمنى.
مش حتى تمني، هم عادة ينجزوا فيها، يعني في يعني عدد كبير من الناس مش غير أمنية، يعني ينجزها في الأخير، إنجاز. لكن كخطة يعني نقدر نقولوا خطة أكثر منها أمنية. بلان يعني أقرب شيء للبلان. ممكن بكلمة بلان أقرب شيء لريزولوشن. عرفتي؟ يعني الخطة للسنة هذه، الأهداف التي يعني اللي يبوا يحققها، هذه الفكرة. So do we do this in Libya? Do we have New Year's resolutions? Does anybody do this in Libya?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. We don't do this, of course, in Libya. احنا أي حاجة لها علاقة بالنظام والتخطيط طبعا مش لينا، مش حاجاتنا هذا ما. فأكيد لا. بس of course in the UK and in Europe and in the USA and in the rest of the world, this is you know, it's something normal. Many people do this. They have a plan. Okay, so do you understand what resolutions mean? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes. وضحت الفكرة هنا سلمى؟ وضحت فكرة resolutions شنو القصد منها؟ Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, now let's move to number 3. We have a little bit of listening. Let's check the listening here. So in number 3, it says, look at the picture of a New Year's party. A New Year's Eve party. Okay. Listen to 2 conversations and match the people to their New Year's resolutions A to E. Okay, first of all, let's look at the picture. Can you see the picture here? Can you see Jack?
Yes.
And this is Meg. So we have Jack and Meg.
Meg.
Yeah. What are Jack's resolutions? What does he want to do? What is he going to do this year? What do you think?
I think he want his company to get bigger.
Okay, how do you know that? Why do you think that? But can you see what does it say in A and B? What do you see here? These are his resolutions. Can you see his resolutions? In the picture? Can you go to the picture? Can you see A, B in the picture?
Maybe
Yeah.
he want.
He celebrates New Year.
Okay, in the picture he's celebrating New Year's, صح? Right? But what about his resolutions? شنو بيدير هو في السنة خلال السنة؟ شنو الخطة متاعته؟
Go on a nice holiday.
Go on a nice holiday, maybe. So he's going on a nice holiday, maybe. Yes.
Go,
And what about
go
B?
to the go to the Abbey.
Going where?
Go to in Australia.
Go to Australia. He's going to Australia. Maybe. Yes. Okay.
Change he work to Australia.
So he's going to change his
Or,
job and work in Australia, maybe. What about the New Year resolutions of these three people? So we have Val, David, and Ed. Can you see Val, David, and Ed? Can you see them? What are their resolutions? What do you think? What is Val going to do this year, Selma? What do you think, Val? What is she going to do?
that
Stop eating sweet things.
Yes, she wants to stop eating dessert and sweet things or sugary things, correct? And what is David going to do?
Maybe get a New York.
Maybe get a new job, or maybe study.
Yeah.
maybe study
or,
computer.
or maybe study computer, or maybe buy a computer. All of this is correct. So maybe. Yeah. What is Ed going to do?
Stop smoking.
Stop smoking.
He's going to stop smoking, maybe. All right, let's check. Let's find out. From the listening. Let's go to the listening. So look at the picture. كملنا الpicture. Listen to two conversations and match the people to their New Year's resolutions, A to E. All right. So of course here A, B, C طبعا هما مش matching. يعني احنا بنديروا الماتشنج. عرفتوا فكرة الexercise. So maybe A and B, this is maybe not for Jack. Maybe this is for Val. Maybe it's for David. Do you get the idea? So we want to match each person with his correct or with his right resolution. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
Yeah. هنديروا matching يعني. Okay, let's check the listening. So we are going to track 3. Is it track 3? I think it's track 3. 11.1.
Yes, I do. Go back to work.
Well, as you can hear, Michael,
And it's taking a very long time.
tennis on TV.
Available to take your call. Hello? Is that Chris Morris?
Speaking. 1.
Back hurts. Where are you going to have lunch tomorrow?
She's going
Move to Australia.
Wow!
Move to Australia.
Wow! When did you decide that?
Oh, a couple of months ago.
Right. I'm
What's wrong?
Okay, اللي بعد هذا.
What's the matter?
Oh dear.
That's a shame.
I hope you get better soon.
Why don't you go home?
You should take the day off.
drink lots of water.
Recording 11.1.
Okay, now خلينا نشرح لكم سؤال مرة ثانية. Let's quickly check. We want to match. We want to listen to two conversations, and after that, we want to match the resolutions. Do you see A, B? How many resolutions do we have? C, D, E. We have how many resolutions do we have? Five. So we have 5 resolutions, and we want to match each resolution with the right person. طبعا بطريقتهم هيك مش موجودات بالترتيب، احنا حنرتبهم. All right? So let's listen.
Conversation 1.
Happy New Year, Jack.
Thanks, Meg. And Happy New Year to you.
Any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, I have, actually. I'm not going to work until 10 every night. I'm going to work less and have more fun. And I'm going to have a holiday this year.
Good. Where are you going?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere I can relax.
Good idea.
And what about you? Have you got any plans for the new year?
Yes, I'm going to move to Australia.
Wow! When did you decide that?
Oh, a couple of months ago.
That's great. Are you going to sell your house or are you going to rent it out?
Conversation 2.
Okay, let's talk about conversation 1 first, about Meg and Jack first. So what is Jack going to do this year? What's his resolution? What is he going to do?
A, go to holiday.
Yeah, he's going to go on holiday. Correct. He's going to go on holiday. And Meg, what is she going to do?
Go to Australia.
Yeah, she's going to move to Australia, right? Okay, correct. Let's check conversation number 2. Let's go. Okay, now let's listen to the chat between David, Val, and Ed. Let's check.
Hello, David. Hi, Val.
Hi, Ed. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Have you got any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, I'm going to do a computer course.
All right. Why computers?
I want to get a new job. The one I've got now is really boring.
Right. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks. And what about you? Any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, we're going to get fit, and Val's going to stop smoking.
Yes, I am. And David's going to lose weight. Well, he says he is.
Yes, I want to lose 8 kilos. I'm going to do more exercise, and I'm not going to eat sweet things anymore.
Chocolate cake, anyone?
Not for me, thank you.
Oh, go on. It's really good.
Well, just a little, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, but this really is the last.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so what is Val going to do this year?
Lose.
Stop smoking.
Yes, correct. Val is going to stop smoking, right? So Val is going to stop smoking. What about David? What's David going to do?
David study computer because he find new job.
Is that David or is that Ed?
David.
David.
Okay. What about Ed? What's Ed going to do?
Lose weight.
Lose weight and
Stop eat chocolate.
Are you sure? I
stop
think
eating any.
it's the opposite. I think David is going to lose weight and he's going to stop eating sweet things. And
Sweet things,
Ed is going to do the computer course, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the opposite. So Val is going to stop smoking. David is going to lose weight and he's going to stop eating sweet food. And Ed is going to do a computer course. And of course, Meg is going to move to Australia, and Jack is going to go on holiday. All right. Now, let's do number 2 here. Let's complete the gaps. So I'm going to repeat it again, of course. But before we listen again, let's try to complete the words here. So number 1, I'm going to work less and have more fun. Number 2, I'm going to have
holiday.
Relaxing holiday.
So maybe holiday here. Of course هي الكلمات اللي حنستعملوها موجودات في الجدول على فكرة. Let me zoom out a little bit. نطلع نديرو zoom out شوية. Okay, here. Can you see the table اللي موجودة فوق في exercise 2?
Have a holiday.
Okay, so let me show you اللي بناخده منهم الإجابات. This part. So we're going to use this part to answer. Where is the line? So we're going to use this part to answer here. Okay, so let's write a number in front of each answer. So number 2, I'm going to have a holiday.
Holiday.
Yeah, so number 2 نديروها هنا. Let's put it here. What about number 3, Hannah?
I'm going to holiday.
No.
To work. To move it. Anything country.
لك احنا حنستعمل الفعل بس. We only want the verb بس. انت بتاخذي الفعل اللي هو بالخط العريض هذا bold اللي بدك هو بس بتاخذيه.
Move.
Yes. Right. So
I'm going.
Correct.
I'm going to move to Australia.
Yes. I'm going to move to Australia. Correct. All right. So what about number 4, Selma?
I'm going to do more exercise.
I don't know can I more exercise ولا لا بس صح هي do الفعل صح. Don't know if it's more exercise or something else. All right. What about number 5? Where's Abdullah? Abdullah? Let's do number 5, Abdullah. We're going.
To get work less. To get work.
Are you sure?
And was going to stop smoking. Yes.
Okay, stop smoking is correct, but get not correct. اللي بعدها. Think of something else. Think of another answer.
Less weight.
You need to use something with get. استعمل حاجة مع get. شو موجود عندك في الجدول فوق؟
Get less. Get less.
No. Can you see تشوف في جدول فوق ولا عبد الله؟
ايه نشوف فيه.
ايه معناها احنا عندنا get مع اختار حاجة مع get مع شنو مكتوبة غادي؟
Get fit.
Yes.
Or
correct.
Get fit.
That's correct. Get fit, right? So So we're going to get fit. What does it mean, get fit? What do you think? What's the meaning of get fit? بالعربي يا عبد الله ايش معناه get fit؟
get fit mean
What does it mean? What does it mean, Hannah?
حصول أو
Get fit, Hannah. What does it mean? You don't know? Rashid, what does it mean, get fit?
يولي ضعيف.
بعد قريبة أنت قربت لكن مش حاجة أحسن من ضعيف.
يعني lose weight.
زي lose weight لكن هي get fit مازال أحسن من lose weight. علاش؟
مثالي.
كيف هنا؟
مثالي.
مثالي أوكي ممكن صح.
حصول على جسم مناسب.
صح هي هذه صح سمع. get fit يعني حصول على جسم مناسب أو صحي. يعني في lose weight أكيد لو أنت زايد وزنك يعني get fit أكيد حتخسر الشحوم أو الدهون الزايدة لكن في نفس الوقت حتحصل لياقة. يعني إحنا هيك نقولوا بالليبي لياقة صح ولا؟ نقولوا لياقتك كويسة لياقة. This is the meaning. Get fit it means to be in good shape. يكون جسمك كويس. Okay? Is it clear? So number 5, we're going to get fit and Val is going to stop smoking. Number 6. Hannah, you can do number 6.
Going to lose.
Okay, lose weight. Lose weight. Number 6, lose weight. Number 7, Rashid.
I'm going to do more exercise.
Okay, more exercise. So this is number 7. What about number 8? Selma, you can do number 8.
I'm not going to eat sweet things anymore.
Okay, let's write that. I'm not going to eat. So, to eat sweet things. Okay. Let's check. Let's check from the listening. Let's listen again. And let's see if your answers are okay.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Have you got any New Year's home?
New Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Night. I'm going to work less. Night. I'm going to
home.
Night.
Okay, sorry.
I'm going to work less and have
home.
Happy New Year, Jack.
Okay.
Thanks, Meg. And Happy New Year to you.
Any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, I have actually. I'm not going to work until 10 every night. I'm going to work less and have more fun. And I'm going to have a holiday this year.
Good. Where are you going?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere I can relax.
Good idea.
And what about you? Have you got any plans for the new year?
Yes. I'm going to move to Australia.
Wow! When did you decide that?
Oh, a couple of months ago.
That's great. Are you going to sell your house or are you going to rent it out?
Conversation 2.
Hello, David. Hi, Val.
Hi, Ed. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Have you got any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, I'm going to do a computer course.
All right. Why computers?
I want to get a new job. The one I've got now is really boring.
Right. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks. And what about you? Any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, we're going to get fit, and Val's going to stop smoking.
Yes, I am. And David's going to lose weight. Well, he says he is.
Yes, I want to lose 8 kilos. I'm going to do more exercise, and I'm not going to eat sweet things anymore.
Chocolate cake, anyone?
Not for me, thank you.
Oh, go on. It's really good.
Well, just a little, thank you.
Oh.
But this really is the last.
Okay. So this means the answers are correct. And these are some of their New Year's resolutions, okay? So in our next lesson, inshallah, we'll talk a little more about this. Of course, the idea here in this lesson, هي كلها على قصة الخطط, resolutions, plans. So the idea, anything in the future that you are sure about, يعني متأكد أنك أنت حتديرها أو مخطط لها, we usually use going to. I'm going to travel next week. I'm going to finish my homework. I'm going to do a computer course. I'm going to move to Australia. هذه كلها تعتبر resolutions, يعني خطط. Okay? Is it clear? وضحت فكرة be going to شنو قصتها؟
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. In our next lesson حنتكلم عليها أكتر, of course, and we'll do the questions, how to make it in grammar, اللي هو في جزء exercise 5 لو تشوفوا في الجدول باين قدامكم. Can you see the table? مجرد يعني بنوريكم الجدول here. Can you see this? This is how we make the question. Sorry, not the question. This is how we make the positive. We're going to get fit. Val's going to stop smoking, right? All of these are resolutions. These are plans for the new year. All right, so that's all for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend. And inshallah, see you next lesson, okay?
Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
You're welcome.
Good
Good night.
night.
You're
Salam
welcome.
alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Bye-bye.